Hello, dear Aries. Welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. This is your reading from the 21st until the 31st of December 2019, the last 10 days of 2019. I'd like to thank you all for your support for the year of 2019, and we're all looking forward to a very interesting 2020. We are on the verge of eclipses, so many changes coming through. Today's actually the 20th when I'm doing this reading, and on the 21st, so in a day, we've got the summer solstice if you're in the northern hemisphere, and the winter solstice if you're in the northern hemisphere. In the southern hemisphere. I hope I said that right. Anyway. So a lot of Capricorn, it's almost the time of Capricorn. So if you are a cross watcher and you are a Capricorn, happy birthday. Nevertheless, Capricorn, it is all around. We've got so many energies in that sign. So we're all being affected in a Capricornian way for the next month, for sure. And even longer, because we've got very slow-moving Saturn in Capricorn. Pluto is there. Jupiter now will be there for a year, for the next year. And we've got the South Node there as well, South Node of the Moon. So there's a lot of Capricorn energies, and Capricorn does ask for hard work. It asks for integrity. It asks for us to be the elder, the more wiser, the more responsible ones. So let's see, dear Aries, what's going on for you? I'd like to say that the position of Capricorn for Aries is quite challenging. Therefore, whatever is going on in Capricorn is going to bring a lot of change for you, dear Aries. So let's see. It's going to be challenging, but obviously through challenges we get tangible results, as is Saturn. So if we've put in the work, we've turned that corner. Squares are corners in astrology. All that Capricorn energy is in a square to your sign. Therefore, it can be a little bit challenging, but it will pay off. Let's take your Celtic cross. Sorry about all those dogs in the background. Can't be helped. In the now position, you've got the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. For me, mainly it's Sagittarian energy. Nevertheless, it's fire. It's taking action. Now, this could be your energy, yes. Let's see what your challenge is. We've got the Chariot. So the challenge is to move. The challenge is to travel. The challenge is to change homes, to go for what you desire, to take charge. Okay. Let's see what is at the base of your reading. We've got the Four of Wands. And the Four of Wands is a card of celebration, a card of stability. It's a card of marriage. It's some sort of a celebration, a housewarming party, some sort of family get-together. This could even be stabilizing a business, let's say. But the fact that we've got the Chariot, which the Chariot is a number 7, but it's the 4th house. It's the house of Cancer. And the 4th house is family. And we've got stability here and home, and the challenge is to move. So what I see here is that some of you have maybe been wanting to change your residence, change your home, maybe even move to a distant land. Knight of Wands does speak Sagittarius to me. So some of you may also need to move for business. You may be moving into a new career, a new job where you're needing to travel more. So let's see, in the recent past, we've got the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups here. What is on your mind, sorry, is the Nine of Swords. So there is a lot of worry around this. Some of you have already emotionally checked out. Emotionally, you're set on finding something new. You're looking for a new agreement. You're looking for a new relationship. You're leaving the past in the past. There once was a celebration here. The challenge now is to overcome the worry and the angst of it. You've already emotionally checked out, so what's the point of thinking about it? Just follow your emotions, follow your heart, don't overthink it. Let's see in the near future. Ten of Cups, wherever you're moving to, you are finding those two cups that were missing from whatever this was in the recent past. Okay, Ten of Cups is family bliss, happiness on all levels. It is a 10, and therefore it does break down to new beginnings. You're starting something that is going to make you extremely happy. It's very heartfelt, okay? It's, in a sense, there is some sort of you feel as though you've come to some sort of a completion, but a new beginning at that. So there is a fine line between the completion and the new start, and especially with these eclipses now ahead of us, that's what the theme is. Let's see in the position of you. You've got the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Pentacles is my Virgo card. Let's see. Virgo is being of service to others. Virgo is also the house of work. So it looks as though you're standing quite strong financially, quite stable where your financial situation is concerned. You've got two nines, you've got 8 and 10. So let's see what's external to you. We've got the King of Wands, which could be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Doesn't have to be, but it's someone who is driven by their passion. Of course, this is what's external to you, so I do feel that this is somebody else that's in your periphery, someone who's very spontaneous, very driven, sexually as well. Now, the Knight of Wands here could be the same person. Okay, the Knight is turning into the King of Wands. Someone who knows what they desire. They know what they want and they go for it. Let's see, dear Aries. What are your hopes and fears? And we've got the Strength card, which is Leo. So Strength card is a card of courage. It's a card of working together, trusting in your higher self, that you've got the ability, the courage and the strength to make a situation happen. You are strong. You are capable. Okay. Let's see what the outcome is, Aries. And we've got the Three of Swords. Wow. That I did not expect. Now, I'm going to say, for those of you that have got strong air in your chart and you know of it, you're familiar with your charts, then yes, this could be your disappointment. I do feel, though, that this is someone else. You may be dealing with another air sign, could be air, could be fire, because they're quite similar for me. Air and fire, very close together. Could be that there is a heartbreak where they're concerned. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is a card of confusion. It's a card of things being up in the air. So you go 7, 8, and then 10. Seven of Cups is the energy of Pisces, and Pisces is your 12th house. So 12th house is all about things that are hidden, completions, sacrifice, spirituality. Now, you've got choices. You've got 2 sevens. You've got choices here. Maybe you're just too confused. There's too much up in the air. Maybe there was, and you were living in an illusion. And you know that now with the eclipses, the new moon in Capricorn, which is going to be a solar eclipse, it's all about new beginnings. And new beginnings in Capricorn, which are for you, it's your ninth house of foreign places and people. Ninth house is the house of spirituality and faith and truth. So could it be that the illusion is changes, the illusion is going to break and you're going to see the truth? Because eclipses do show us, we see the truth. It's the veil being more thin and we can see through to other realms. Information comes through very strong. Let's see what's beneath that. And we've got the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is your energy. Now, we've also got Piscean energy here. And Pisces can also be, as I say, it's all about sacrifice. It's all about, yes, it's ruled, it's Neptune, and Neptune can be those rose-colored glasses. So what we're hoping for here is obviously the truth. Now, with the Nine of Swords here, the Nine of Swords is all about worry and angst, but it's not really seen clearly. This is a perception. I'm going to be taking more cards. Let's see what's beneath the Queen of Wands. And we've got the King of Swords. So we do have Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, as well as the King of Wands, which is an Aries, a Sagittarius, or a Leo. And it would be a Leo or a Sagittarius more than likely. So some of you may be on the cusp. So you're born at the beginning of the Aries season. We do have the King of Swords here, which can be someone that is quite cutting with their words. Sometimes, you know, he can be very just, but it depends on how the truth is delivered, makes all the difference. So we've got fire and air here, which can be quite explosive when you put them together. So the King of Swords could be someone that you've been dealing with. Again, as I said, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. I don't as yet have certainty about which sign it can be of those. But we do have the King of Wands here, which is driven by his passion, is someone who's very spontaneous. Of course, the King of Swords could be, for many of you, the same person as the King of Wands. Why? As I said, fire and air to me are very similar. For others of you, these could be two different people that you're dealing with. Of course, the King of Swords is more in the past. So if this is the same person that you've been dealing with, he was someone that was not showing his desires. He was holding back where his emotions and his wants were concerned. Here, if this is the same person, then this person is opening up and speaking about what they desire and what they need. So I'm going to be taking some more cards. As I said here, with the Nine of Pentacles, you're quite well off financially, but you're in the Garden of Eden all on your own. So physically and tangibly, you're abundant. Emotionally, you're not, though. It's all about business. It's all about being very independent financially, standing on your own. And I do see this as Virgo, it's been work, 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 and no play. So I want to say that finances are looking well. Here we go from the Eight of Cups. As I said, you're leaving something in the recent past. you're growing spiritually. You're heading for those Two of Cups that are missing. So we go 7, 8, and then we go straight to the 10. So what I feel is that there is something that's going to happen, because this turns into the Ace of Cups in the near future, which would be probably before the turn of the year, before the year ends. Something is going to come in that's going to give you it's going to make you very happy on some level. So you're going to have some sort of an indication of family bliss here, of happiness on all levels. But don't forget that it is a completion point. Something is getting to the point of being ripe and ending, culminating. Therefore, the 10 breaks down to the ace. So there is a new beginning. Now, and this could also mean that some of you are traveling for the holidays, moving towards family and having the support of your family. And there's a lot of happiness here as well. So that this could be, of course, that you are traveling. Now, as I said, I do feel here as though there is, financially you're stable, but spiritually and emotionally, there is something missing here. So I'm going to take more cards. As I said, I do feel that the Three of Swords is not going to be your disappointment. I feel as though it's going to be someone else's disappointment. I'm going to take more cards. First of all, I'd like to look at the romance angels for Aries. Aries, please, Spirit. And we've got true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. Now, don't forget that when we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, he's in the external position, which means he's the outsider. The King of Swords, if this is someone else, is in the past. He's in the past. Could it be that some of you are leaving behind someone who was coming across as an air sign? Doesn't necessarily mean that they are. For a lot of you, yes, they could have strong air in their chart. Could it be their disappointment? Now, I'm not saying that it may not be a disappointment for you as well, because, you know, even though you may be closing a chapter in the past, if this was something that you were dealing with, this will be their disappointment, no doubt. And we do have the 3, which means that there is, 3 people involved here. It's never easy closing the door on the past, but we do have your other half here, and they're even facing each other, which it doesn't necessarily have to be in a fire sign. As I said, it could be a Leo, it could be any other sign. But what I see is that there is a match here. This is a soulmate connection. True love, it's called. This is the romance of a lifetime. Not only is it a romance, but it's also a very fiery and very passionate union here that we've got. I want to take more cards. First of all, I'd like to look at the astrology. So the Black Moon astrology cards. And let's see what else you're dealing with. Of course, the King of Wands could be someone new that's coming into your life. Aries, please, Spirit. And we've got air element and communicating. So there is communication. What kind of communication, though? That'll be interesting here with the Three of Swords. I want to take extra cards and see, because there is some sort of a disappointment. I'm going to be using another deck here. Now, doesn't mean that the Three of Swords will be a disappointment in love for all of you. It could be just some sort of a disappointment. Let's take that Three of Swords. And we've got the High Priestess, which is, you know, High Priestess is very spiritual, but she's also about things that have been hidden, unknown to you. Now, the High Priestess, she's the moon goddess, so she's got very strong intuition, dear Aries. If this is your energy, trust your intuition. If you think you're heading for a disappointment, maybe you need to take some time out and meditate. See what signs, see what comes to you. Let's take another card. Five of Wands. So disagreements and imbalance. Let's see. I want to take a look at, first of all, Knight of Wands and the Chariot. Why is the challenge the Chariot here? And we've got Temperance. So as I said, travel, distant places, Sagittarian energy. This is Archangel Michael. Something is being worked out on your behalf. Something is being prepared for you. Temperance is talking about patience. Patience for healing to take place. So some of you may need to get away, and that's where your healing will come through. And Sagittarius is all about going on that adventure, looking for the truth. Okay, let's look at the home area in the distant past, the Four of Wands. Nine of Swords again, repetition over repetition. All these readings, I've had double cards coming out all the time, which means that the energies are very potent, very strong. Let's take another card. So a lot of worry around your stability, a lot of angst and worry around your stability, around your home, your marriage, your commitment. Let's take another card. And we've got the World card. And the World card, again, speaks of the world at large. It speaks of travel. It speaks of a karmic cycle ending, successfully ending a karmic cycle, even though it's not easy. With the Nine of Swords, there's a lot of worry around it. Some of you may have moved home to a distant land, and there's a lot of obstacles, a lot of difficulties. Yes? Because, you know, the World card is very fixed energy. And with the challenge of the Chariot, it's saying here that Jupiter will help you. Okay, will help you. So do not fret about that. Let's look at the Eight of Cups. And we've got the Knight of Cups. So it's funny that I was thinking Eight of Cups, 10 of Cups, where's the 9? Now with this cup that's being offered from the Knight of Cups, we move into the 9. So some of you are leaving a long-term relationship behind. This was a karmic ending, a marriage, a commitment. You're leaving that behind because you've got a new offer here. Now the offer, you may be, the person who is offering you this cup could be someone that is either Sagittarius or Leo, may have strong water in their chart, because we are being shown the Knight of Cups, and we do have Piscean energy here. So this person could also already be a father, or you may already be a mother, or both of you may have children. Because with the 10 of Cups here in the near future, this is finding bliss, having a family. It's a family situation. Let's look at that Nine of Swords. What's on your mind? And we've got the Four of Swords here. Wow. So 9 and 4 is 13 swords. 13 is the number of the death card. We go from the 4 to the 3. So I feel as though a lot of you are leaving a relationship behind, leaving an air sign behind, more than likely. Someone who's showing up as an air sign, but you're worried about breaking their heart. You're worried about them being disappointed. I feel that. I feel that you feel a sense of responsibility to this person. And I feel as though you're in between two worlds. You want to go for what you're passionate about, what your calling is, but you're up in your head. You're thinking about it. This transformation and this change is not easy for you. And you feel the weight of that on your shoulders. Let's look at that Ten of Cups in the near future. You know, you've been thinking about it for a long time. There's been stagnancy in your committed partnership or relationship. There's been a lot of worry and angst, and nothing's moving. It's been finished. It's completed. Okay? It's completed. Let's look at that Ten of Cups. And we've got the Six of Wands, which is success. Now, again, this could be success around business. This could be success around recognition, of course. Let's look at the Nine of Pentacles. And the Seven of Cups again. Well, this is crazy. This is utterly crazy, right? Again, in all my readings, doubling up on the cards. So some of you are confused. You've got choices. You don't know what choice to make. Okay. Some of you may have been in a relationship where someone's been trying to pull the wool over your eyes. They could have been quite the trickster, quite the illusionist, showing things in a different light. I mean, painting a picture for you that was not real. Let's look at the King of Wands. King of Wands in the external to you. And we've got the Knight of Pentacles now. So this is very Virgo energy here with the Knight of Pentacles. It's very slow and steady movement forward. Now, Knights are all about action. Even though the King of Wands is someone who's very spontaneous and action-orientated, I feel as though he's seriously, because he's holding the Ace of Pentacles, right? He's holding the Ace of Pentacles. He's seriously looking at the future, looking towards the future and thinking of commitment, a serious commitment. As I said, he showed up as the Knight of Wands first. So this could have been rather a playboy sort of a person, someone that was very driven by their passion. Now it looks as though he's slowing down, looking at the physicality and the reality of the situation. Let's take another card. And we've got the Lovers. The Lovers is Gemini energy. Gemini is a head over heart decision. This is also, of course, a divine union. It is a number 6. The Lovers, which is Gemini, can be all about communication, being on the same page. This is a divine union. Okay, again, this is Archangel Michael here, blessing this union. Oops. 2 cards have just opened up. Oh, okay, that card just dropped on there. I'm going to take it. A new doorway, a choice. Again, a choice. Some of you may have a choice between this Knight of Pentacles, which can be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, I would say more than likely. Now, the choice may not be between 2 people. I feel that the choice that this King of Wands is making is, do I move into that new doorway? Do I take that step? And maybe that's why the Knight of Pentacles is stopped in its track. There's a lot of thought going into this. And I was going to take the next position. I've got 3 cards here. And again, the Two of Wands is Sagittarius for me. Let's look at your hopes and fears. We've got the Empress, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. So 3 of Pentacles, 2 threes here with the Empress. 3 of Pentacles is all about expansion and growth, being commended for your efforts and the abundance coming through. Now, the Empress can speak of abundance, no doubt. Obviously, she's all about manifesting the harvest. She's Venus, and Venus is Taurus and Libra. Now, both Taurus and Libra, Taurus is all about values, comforts. Libra is all about partnerships. Now, the Empress can also be someone who's very motherly, okay? This could be an energy which speaks of abundance coming through. So your courage and your trust is bringing you expansion and growth. And no doubt the 8 of Cups, which was you moving on. And again, we've got the eclipsed moon. Says that you're moving on to something that you could not fulfill. You couldn't get to that 10 of Cups. And what I feel here is that because the 8 of Cups, we have it twice here. Just give me a moment here. I feel as though this challenge with the Strength card is, it is a challenge, no doubt. But your courage and your patience and your trust is going to pay off, is going to bring you the expansion and the growth. Because the 8 of Cups is a spiritual growth for me. It's growing spiritually, right? So you're taking on the energies of the Empress through the experiences. Of course, the Empress can speak of, you are the Empress. You're all about manifesting. You're Venus. You attract love. You are very magnetic. You're very beautiful. You attract luck and everything like that here. But I feel that this spiritual growth with the 8 of Cups is what's putting you on the throne here, putting you in the position of being the Empress. Because she's not only a queen, she's also an Empress. Now, of course, the Empress can also be a motherly figure, someone who's here to support you. If we put these cards together, we've got 2 threes and an 8. So it's 6 and 8 is 14. Again, we've got the Temperance number. Now, the Empress obviously needs patience to give birth. Temperance is all about patience as well. So what it's saying is that go about your business, go on your path, follow your calling, do what you have to do when you need to take that journey, whether it's a physical or an emotional journey, and move towards your calling and know that you've got the support of the angels of spirit, which will give you the abundance that you need and that you deserve. Let's take a look at the 3 of Swords. So we've got 3 of Swords, the 5 of Wands, which 5 of Wands usually to me is a card of an imbalance. It's a 5, right? And 5s always bring in change. This is disagreements. This could also be 5 people in a situation trying to build on something. But again, petty arguments, nothing major. Let's take another card. And we've got the Knight of Swords. So quick information coming through. This could also be an argument, of course. This could be quick communication. These could be tough words that are exchanged. That's why there is a disappointment here. Maybe whatever's been hidden and not communicated is coming through quickly, and that's where the disappointment could be. That because if we put the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords, the Three of Swords and the Knight of Swords together, that's the Four of Swords, and the Four of Swords is here as well, which means that it's time to take a break. It's time to meditate. You've gone through, you were the warrior at some point, and now it's time to slow down. You've had your share of disappointments. Here, you need to trust your intuition that there are changes ahead of you. Fives, so quickly things are going to change. So the pause is going to end. The pause that you have here, the stagnancy, is going to end because the communication is coming through. Now, if this is you serving someone with, I can't be with you anymore, I don't love you anymore, there's someone else in my life, or I want a divorce, for instance. I see someone that's not very happy at all, and I do feel that it's this Knight of Swords. I did say that before. I feel that it's this air sign. Even if it's not an air sign, it's someone that's quite airy. They're very communicative. I feel that they're not going to be happy and they're going to show it. They're going to talk to you about that. Let's take another card. What comes after that Knight of Swords, please, Spirit? And we've got the Four of Pentacles. So, holding back. I feel as though, dear Aries, I don't think that this air sign is going to take things very, very well. And I feel as though they will keep holding on. So it's not going to be a door that's going to close easily for you. That's what I feel, because the Four of Pentacles is Taurus energy. It's the energy of Taurus, and Taurus is very stable. It's all about their values, right? I do feel that this is someone holding on. Now, could this have been someone that was very stingy with you, someone that was not sharing their finances with you? And not sharing is not caring, right? Or if this is someone that's asking for divorce, then financially it's going to be a little bit difficult for you. I mean, even if it's you that's asking for a divorce, finances are not going to be easy. So the advice here is hold on to what you have, because, hold on for a rainy day, for the future. Okay? But communication is very important. Okay? You need to communicate your feelings, your worries. Let's take on the Seven of Cups. We've got 3 cards that have just opened up. We have the Justice card. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Eight of Swords. So we've got 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, 4 of Swords. There's quite a few swords here. So someone's been holding you in an illusion. Your perception is that you couldn't make the choice, or you couldn't move forward, or you had no idea about what was going on. You were in the dark. But Jupiter moving into Capricorn is going to expand on everything. Now, Jupiter can speak of legalities, and you know that Capricorn is the law as well. It's government agencies, it's the elder, it's the wiser, right? There are changes here. Jupiter is bringing change, And what change is coming in? It's a very karmic change, and it's justice. So there is a completion. We've got a 10 here, 10 and then 11. Very interesting, isn't that? Very nice. Very nice indeed. So this illusion will break down because Jupiter will show you the truth. Jupiter is all about the truth, and justice is here. So 11 is a new portal. Obviously, you're moving into something new. But just because you're moving into something new doesn't mean that it's over with. The next year is going to be quite challenging for everyone. But the work, the effort needs to go into, as I said before, into what we want to manifest. Okay, let's take a couple of Sibillas. Let's look at, first of all, I'd like to look at this Eight of Cups in the recent past. Eight of Cups with the Knight of Cups. We've got the ladro, which is the thief, but this is also like the Ten of Pentacles. So something's stolen. This is a thief. This is like an outsider within a family situation. This is difficult energy. Nevertheless, it's the Ten of Pentacles, which again is a completion of a family situation or something stolen where money is concerned, where stability from a home. This could be literally a thief. This could be a literal thief. But I feel that in whatever situation you were, there was an incompletion. Something was missing, and therefore that's why we've got the Eight of Cups there. There was something missing, and what was missing was the Ace of Cups. The emotion wasn't there anymore. Donna di Servizio, Three of Pentacles, the helper, the Virgo energy. And we've got Falsita, so the Three of Pentacles and then the Four of Pentacles. So again, Virgo is someone who's of service to others. So beings of service to others, but there was no trust here. So there was no friendship because of lack of trust. And you know, the Virgo energy is Virgo gives and gives and gives. And when they don't receive, in their seventh house is Pisces, and that's the Pisces can be the martyr. Like, I've given, I've given, I've given. That's how Virgo is, because they serve people, and when they don't receive, you know, equilibrium, equally back, then they are very hurt. Now here, the Falsita can speak of lack of trust. So some of you may have served, if this is a career reading here, you may have served a family really well, but the trust was never there, and you may be leaving that behind. The trust wasn't there, yeah. Because the Falsita is like the Four of Pentacles here, okay? So let's look at the near future. I want to look at, first of all, now I'd like to look at the crowning area. Nine of Swords and Four of Swords. We've got Amore, which is like the Four of Cups. We've got Dispiacere, Ace of Swords. And we've got Ten of Cups, which is Constanza, constancy. So what this is telling me here is that the offer of love, and this could be, of course, relating to children, because little Amore is little Cupid. This is an offer that hasn't been received well. So someone has extended an offer. Someone has extended an offer, but it hasn't been it hadn't been reciprocated or it hadn't been accepted. And therefore there is a severing of the ties and a new beginning here, or a disappointment because of the truth, because of the clarity that the offer was not accepted. And here we've got the Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Cups we know is a family situation. And the Ten of Cups does break down to the Ace. So it's as though we've got two aces here. Ace of Swords, which is severing ties, and the Ace of Cups, which is a new beginning. Now, for others of you, if we could see these cards in a different way, we've got little amore here, and the offer has been brought forth. Now, the Ace of Swords can be a successful new beginning, and the dispiacere could be tears of joy because it is followed by the Ten of Cups, which is family bliss. And this doesn't necessarily have to be an offer of love. It can be an offer for, let's travel to Europe. Let's go on that holiday. Let's go to that spiritual retreat. And that's a lot of happiness there. Let's look at the near future with the Ten of Cups and the Six of Wands. We've got the Six of Swords, which is moving away from troubled to calmer waters. But this reminds me also of the Three of Wands. So those ships are coming through. We've also got the La Matrice, which is the woman lover, the passionate female. This is your energy. Even though it's a 12 and there is a point of stagnancy, as with the Hangman, could be saying also that you've sacrificed enough and now you're going for what you desire. And here we've got the Artista, which is the Artista is the discovery that's being made. This is the crazy scientist that sees something, that discovers something, right? And this is the Seven of Cups. And you've got the Seven of Cups here, as I said before. Someone who was trying to pull the wool over your eyes. Remember that? Seven of Cups. But there is a discovery about that illusion. Now, the Artista here could also be that King of Swords. Yes. So this could also be the illusion being broken and you see the truth. Now, this could also be, the Artista can also be a legal representative, a solicitor as well. Or this could be someone that sits behind a desk. This could be someone that works in the legal field. This could be a doctor, right? Again, I feel air energy here. Fire and air can be quite explosive, can be very strong. Okay, I want to take a look at this King of Wands. King of Wands with the card of Gemini here, the Lovers, Two of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. We have for Delta, loyalty, Nine of Cups. The loyal friend. Here we've got Superbia, which is like the Two of Wands here. Something wonderful coming through, walking through that new doorway. Two of Wands again here. And we've got Donna Maritata, the mother with the children, the motherly female, very loving and nurturing and generous as she is, just like the Empress. And again, there's a 12, so all that sacrifice pays off. Now, this could also be someone who's very motherly, who's got their own children, right? But this can also be, as the energy of the Empress, very strong manifesting energies, manifesting the harvest. Okay? So we've got quite a masculine energy with the male peacock here, a little bit of vanity and ego, which is the King of Wands, but we've also got the Donna Maritata, which is very alluring, very attractive energy. And she is a 12, just like with the La Matrice. That's why I feel that this is your energy. Let's take 3 Sibillas here and we'll call it a day. We've got the 3 of Swords. I want to see what that is all about. 3 of Swords, High Priestess, 5 of Wands, Knight of Swords, 4 of Pentacles. We have Morte, which is the Death card, and the 5 of Swords. So this is doing battle or being conflicted about a transformation. And it's funny, I've done 3 signs up to now. They all have the Morte card, the Death card, in that position, which says to me that this is the activation, no doubt, of Pluto. Pluto and Saturn coming together in Capricorn. What comes after the Death card? We've got Amica, which is the 4 of Wands. You start here with the 4 of Wands, and you've got the 4 of Wands here. So there is change where family is concerned, where your stability is concerned. The transformation is going to bring you harmony. This is your confidant, your best friend. This could also be legal issues, right? A balance, finding harmony where legalities are concerned. And this is also the promise of a wedding, a stability, success, right? And we've also got the Lamante, which is your knight in shining armor. The offer is here. And the offer is saying to you, this knight, this Lamante is telling you to walk through that door. This is a new doorway. It's number 11 again. And there is love on the other side of that door. On the other side of that offer, there is love there. Okay? So that is beautiful. Beautiful. So it's as though you've come full circle, dear Aries, but you're still going through that transformation. As I said, Scorpio and transforming, death and rebirth are not an easy process, but you've got the promise of getting your stability and finding your harmony, okay? A karmic 11, you've got justice here. Okay, new doors, new karmic doors. Karma is not only nasty. It can be what is written in the stars, what is written in your birth chart, what is meant for you. It's fate. Okay, so Aries, I'd like to thank you so much. I do hope that this was of help for you. Please don't forget to watch your moon and your rising signs. And thank you for your support for all of 2019. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to all of you. Talk to you very soon. All the best.